I think the biggest thing I want the audience to get out of this is a thought. I don't want to push, I'm very against pushing people to feeling a certain thing or to thinking a certain thing. But if I can inspire them to think about LGBT history, Long Beach history, and how we treat people and how legality and legislation affect how society treats people, I think that's very important. Especially now, we live in a world where we will pass legislation that is openly racist or homophobic. And considering we've come hundreds of years from a time that was very racist and homophobic, it's amazing how little we've come. And I hope that the audience will think about that. Also empathy. That'd be nice.
I think what I want the audience to get out of this play is a feeling of acceptance, if at the bare minimum, nothing. If nothing else than that. I think it's important for the story to be told, so that people can learn and have an idea of what happened so long ago, in order to humanize, anybody, especially people of the LGBTQ community, because it's so easy to disregard a right when you don't see that person face to face or see these people face to face, and this play does not allow the audience to do that. It puts it right in your face, and it's gut wrenching, and so it's kind of a jab and a heavy blow, but I think it's very important for that heavy blow to sit upon the audience so that they can learn from it.
What I would like the audiences to take away from this play is hope. Although this play gets dark in several places, for me anyway, as somebody having the great gift and opportunity to portray this damaged guy, is it ends hopefully. That there's hope that he will heal from whatever baggage he's brought to the table that has made him so reserved. That there's hope in love. I mean, I'm kind of a hopeless romantic in life, and I give my love freely to others, and I've always, not always, never say always and never. I've always been challenged by people who use love as a weapon, or use God as a weapon, or use morals as a weapon, instead of trying to navigate life and realizing that you're you and I'm me, and we can meet as long as we're not, hurting each other. Let's figure something out that's forward moving and hopeful, and it's like, what is it? We are Borg, we all must be together. We're a collective. And I see that not happening a lot. And, I try not to watch too much of the news, because what they like to show is divisiveness. And I still believe in the paradigm shift of the Star Trek episodes, where we're all getting along and we're thinking of the greater good. And that's what I'm hoping. That's a big answer. I'm hoping this place sort of like touches on that a little bit for people, that they have hope, and that, drop your mask, drop your fears, and let's just, start talking to each other.
I think part of the reason that Roxanne at the Long Beach Historical Society wanted me to do it, because we are the Long Beach Playhouse here in Long Beach. When they first premiered it at the Boston Court Theater, that's a local theater, but it's in Pasadena. When you watch this play, they talk about street names. They talk about Los Alamitos. They talk about Junipero. They talk about a church, the Episcopalian church that's in downtown Long Beach. These are locations that our audiences will know. They will have been there. They will have traveled these streets. And of course, some of it's changed. We don't still have the bathing houses on the beach. But I think it gives a good insight for anyone living here what the people back then had to go through.
The Long Beach audience has to come see the 20th Century Way, because it has to do with Long Beach. This beautiful city has parts of its history that are terrible and hideous, and you wouldn't be able to tell that if you looked at Recreation Park today. You know, it's beautiful. You drive down the street and it's beautiful. But what you don't know is that Long Beach citizens were terrorized. And if you don't understand that part of your history, how will you know how to recognize the signs of it happening again? And it's important that the Long Beach audience comes to see this so that they can appreciate how far the community has come and the beautiful work that Long Beach natives like Noah Wagner and resident Christian Jordan Skinner have put up.
Long Beach community has to come, because if you want to see more plays like this, you have to go to see them. Like, part of the reason I was able to do this play is because the board of the Long Beach Playhouse board believed in me. And it was a risk, because there's only 2 people in it, and it's about a subject matter that is about a niche community here in Long Beach. But if we want to continue to have ourselves represented in Long Beach and have our stories be told, we need to come support those stories and come see them. And I think that's part of the reason why people need to come see it now, as well as for all of the other reasons the other actors and the director have talked about its importance to our community, to history. But also, if we want to see our stories, we got to go out and support them.